Welcome, Transformer fans. My name is Composite Enerjoe, and today's review is on the Transformers Classics Deluxe class Bumblebee. And here he is in his alt mode, along with not dragging but carrying along with him this trailer. Yeah, this is a Bumblebee with a little trailer. It's kind of adorable. I really like this. And as you can see, he does roll quite well with the trailer attached and without it, which I'll show off in a second. You can just remove it like this, and he does roll well without the trailer along with it. Now, this little trailer thing has a trailer and carries a little jet ski on it, which is very cool. I honestly don't know if this is a reference to something, but it's still a very nice little accessory that he comes with, and it's also his only accessory, which I'll get into details about that later. But yeah, this little guy is called the Wave Crusher. That's what this jet ski is called. And I'm going to put Wave Crusher here off to the side so I can focus on Bumblebee. And here he is in his alt mode. It's a very nice, it's supposed to be a generic, like, sports hatchback vehicle, like a car, but it's, yeah, apparently, I looked it up. This is supposedly based off of a Honda Civic hatchback with parts that are inspired from a Volkswagen Beetle, which was his original alt mode. And you decide if you see that in this. This just looks like a very, well, like I said initially, a generic sports car. Well, generic hatchback with a trailer hitch. So yeah, that aside, this looks really cool. It's a very good looking alt mode. Like, I really like it. I even like the detail that they actually do have seats in there. They made seats through the windows. Very cool. And I do have to address it now. This is where his rub sign is supposed to be, which, you know, it's one of those old school stickers that when you put heat on them, it reveals like what their faction is. Obviously, he's an Autobot. Excuse me. But yeah, mine just got all scratched up. That's pretty much how I got it, sadly. Maybe in the future I'll put a sticker on there or something. Who knows? Who knows? But yeah. So that's pretty much Bumblebee's alt mode. Really nice, really nice, really nice. I even like the color scheme where they added this white. Like, I'm so used to seeing Bumblebee with the black and gold, with the black stripes, and I still like that look with black and gold or black and yellow. But this whole black and white actually looking pretty good. Not gonna lie, I really dig this. So enough about his vehicle mode. Let's get on to transformation, which is surprisingly straightforward. First thing, you lift up the hitch, the trailer hitch. Actually, you don't have to do that, but I want to do that first. Then you come over and pop out the doors. Then you come here and just lift up the entire assembly. Oh, as you know, you pull down the arms, then lift up the entire assembly. Come down here, separate the feet, lift up, fold, and then you put down the seats to make some nice little silver armor bits for his knees. And next up, we take you roll out, you sort of fold out. Hold on, how did I get this? Yeah, you fold out the arms for clearance. And then you keep lifting this up all the way, as far as you can, like so. And then this clips into here in his little crotch area, so there. You'll feel a soft click. On mine, it's fairly loose. It doesn't really hook like that securely. But that could just be like the age of my figure. I don't know if it was like that originally. But this is where it would clip into place, and then you just flip out his head, and then it'll clip. Then you see there's a clip here, which if you line up properly, it'll just sit on top of it, revealing his head. Then you just fold down the arms. You bring this assembly, this little arm thing, which you can fold out a bit, rotate this, and then push it into this peg to keep it straight. Same thing over here. You take this piece, like, you can slide it out a little bit. Rotate it around, and then peg it into that port. And then that's it. Here we have. Oh, and then, like I said, the trailer hitch, I just fold it up. I just like to do that. And here we have Bumblebee in his robot mode. And it's a very nice little sort of update to his original G1 mode. It's very, very cool. I actually really like this. I'm not the biggest fan of G1 Bumblebee, but this is surprisingly nice. Like, I hate to admit it, but this is a very, very nice update of the character. I really dig it. Oh, and before I get to the Wave Crusher, and something I want to say, when you put the Wave Crusher on him, you see how this is just loose? Again, I don't know if that's just my figure, but when you have the Wave Crusher equipped, and I'll show you how that works in a bit, it actually locks all of this into place, and it makes him less, I guess, loose in the crotch area. There we go. Also, if you lift up his head a little bit, he can get an extra bit of articulation by folding his arms forward. So it adds that extra range, which if you have it fold down, he doesn't get. So just letting you know that if you lift it up a little bit, lift this up a little bit, you can have that extra range of movement. So yeah, I like that. That's an option, be it accidental, but potentially accidental, but it's still an option. So take a look at that head sculpt, and that is a G1 Bumblebee if I ever seen it. It's a very nice head sculpt, very, very nice representation of the G1 version. Again, not my favorite version, but still, it's a very nice looking head sculpt. And the G1 Bumblebee was okay. I think he was too damsel in distressy for my liking. But he was okay. Head is on a ball joint. Might as well go into articulation. You can look up that far. And head is on a ball joint. Arms are on ball joints. And elbows, not bend at the elbow, but also are on ball joints. So they have that range of movement. Legs, hold on. There you go. Legs are also on ball joints. Swivel at the knee, as well as a bend at the knee, and you can move, and he technically has a little bit of toe action, but that's more for transformation. That's up to you. That's up to your imagination. And yeah, like I said, if you lift up his head a little bit, you get that extra sort of in-out, so you can have his arms, go a little closer to each other. You have him do like a fist pounding, I guess. So yeah, that's a thing. That's a thing you can do. And yeah, he's actually a pretty good figure. Like, I'm genuinely surprised. I pretty much got this guy just so I can have a G1 style Bumblebee, which I realized before this guy I didn't really have. And yeah, I'm glad I got this one. He's a lot, and I mean a lot better than I expected. And to be honest, I get to show off his accessory, the Wave Crusher, which to transform this, you just lift up. Well, I don't know why I did it that way. Hold on. Let me do that again. So you just separate, extend, hold on, extend. And then you can pretty much do whatever you want with this, but how I like it is that you rotate it around, forward, stretch out, forward, like so, and then you clip it through here. See, there's a little port and a peg on the actual thing. Shove it in there, and it'll line up. See, and it'll hook there. It'll stay there. And there you have it. It's his jetpack. Yeah, the Wave Crusher becomes a nice, and maybe just me, and maybe I'm the only one who thinks this, but it's a very, very cool looking jetpack. So we now have a Bumblebee that actually flies. I find that makes a lot of sense. And I want to mention it now. I've heard a lot of people complain about this figure and his repaints, that they would have preferred he came with a weapon instead of just this accessory. But can I say I feel that this I like more? And if you want to, I don't understand why you can't pretend that these are just cannons. You just have them rotate, a la, like very similar to what was his name, Landmine from Cybertron, where his wheels like spun and it did like vortex cannons. So yeah, I like this. I actually really like the little flight mode, a jetpack for Bumblebee. A flying Bumblebee. That makes so much sense. So, yeah. And like I said, with the Wave Crusher on, he's a lot more, a little more sturdier, if that makes any sense. like the little chest, his chest area stays more secure. There we go. Is more secure. So yeah, I really like this little guy. So let's go with size comparisons. Here is Ratchet, and here is Cliff Jumper. And yeah, he's actually a lot bigger than you think. He's one of those, he's a little bit bigger than you think. And I like that. So there you go. Put these off to the side. And yeah, overall, I really like this figure. Like, I am genuinely surprised with this figure. I honestly didn't know what to expect. This little guy, but I really like him. And I'm glad I have him. He is now my G1 Bumblebee, and I don't want any other one. He's great. He's really good. I'll try and see if I can get a sticker for this. So yeah, my thoughts on him. Overall he's really good. I really like this Bumblebee. So yeah, this has been my review of the Transformers Classics Deluxe Class Bumblebee, and I guess the little feller Wave Crusher too, which again is just an accessory, but whatever. He got a name. It's Wave Crusher. So yeah, this has been my review of him. And before I sign off, as always, please check out my special person's Instagram. All the views help. Here is mine if you're curious. And this is Composite Enerjoe signing off. Peace out and be safe.